Good morning, cultists. Welcome back to another Unbalanced Breakfast with Cthulhu's. Alright, in our first episode, we managed to meet the glorious Gagasi hegemony. Race of, I guess, furry, kind of bear or koala-ish looking dudes with possibly 6 eyes? I don't know, maybe their other side only has like 1 or half of 1. Who knows? But so far they seem like they're open to diplomacy with us. They are fanatic militarist spiritualists, but they don't seem to dislike us too much. I mean, there's the slight friction with us being materialists and them being spiritualists and all that stuff, but other than that, I think we can probably get along well. I'm currently in the process of colonizing a couple more planets, which might mean that we're going to be over the limit. That is the
system survey.
Yeah, the government or the core
complete.
system limit. That's it. I don't know why I had such a hard time coming up with those words. Let's go with increased naval capacity because that's kind of the cheapest thing that we can learn there. These places, they'll actually do pretty well in terms of resources. I think we'll probably favor energy over minerals, considering that we have to create a lot of robots and shit. But we'll see. The Alien Equality Initiative. These guys are all about the xenophilia, which is fine by us, because that is our main ethos, I believe. Our fanatic ethos, rather. Sign ship? You're not done. Not even close to being done, son. Get over there and start exploring all these other places too. Light's End? That sounds pretty ominous. And I don't think they've actually closed their borders to us. It's just we can't get there because they're outside of the wormhole range. Speaking of wormholes, let's get some up in here. Why don't you build one right on top of where you spawn? And then over here as well, once you're done with that place, build that right over yonder. Perfect. Alright, in the meantime, let's see if we can develop this area. I suppose we should build a couple of reserved farming spots. That should help us out with our... I mean, we're pretty close to being under our food limit here. So we might even have to turn some of these mineral... Oh, you know what? We'll use these empty spots to create extra farms. I think that might be a better idea. And we now have energy grids and all that shit. Fantastic. So let's next go with the shields. That should come in handy should anyone declare war on us. Hopefully not too soon. But, I mean, war is going to be inevitable. We are playing on hard difficulty after all. Or does that not... I guess that doesn't really necessarily change things? I don't know. I think hard difficulty kind of changes how strong the fallen empires are and how strong the crisis is as well. I'm really hoping that we either face an AI rebellion,
construction complete,
or maybe not. Okay, maybe not an AI rebellion, but maybe we face the Praetorian swarm this time around.
Updated.
And we've encountered the Zeta aliens. All right, fine. Let's get some solar panels up in this hizzy. The native life of Vermteberg is built on an epic scale, far larger than anyone previously thought was possible for biological life. The question now in the minds of our researchers is, what is their secret, and how can we benefit from it? Proposals to study the native life in greater detail are flooding in. Let's go with ensure that the research does no harm.
Situation log.
Yeah, sure, I don't know what difference that's gonna make, but I guess we should be nice to them. After all, we are xenophiles, which is still something I'm kind of trying to get used to. But, yeah, so we can actually get into their borders, which is great. Because now we can explore these places. Anything we can do to make you like us more?
Construction complete.
Maybe we can give you some information? Star charts? Want to trade? No? Alright, cool. Oh, we can actually trade food to them. Really? Huh, interesting. Let's not. But it's good to know that we can. What about minerals? Hey, you guys want some minerals? We actually got a decent amount. How does that sound? Here, Have some minerals and love us more. Come on, let's form a non-aggression pact. Shit. Honor-bound warriors, -50. Really? I didn't realize that was a thing. Oh, we can actually form a defensive pact. Huh. Okay then. Well, that's good to know. So it might be the case that we actually form a defensive pact sooner or before we actually form a non-aggression pact with those guys.
Construction complete.
Which I can live with. And we have encountered the Hijam Star Hunters, xenophobic spiritualists, fanatical purifiers, son of a bitch. Quake in fear, alien scum, for your doom approaches. I don't know if you know this, but in my past life, I was a vengeful vegetable. Yeah, let that sink in, you scum sucker. And let's actually build an energy grid here. We could go for the autochthon thing, but I think we kind of need the energy more than anything else at this point. Besides, we can build autochthon things over here, I think. Can I build? I can't build a Betharian power plant because I need to upgrade this thing. I think once we have our resources a little bit more, I guess, kind of manageable? In a much more stable position, I'll go ahead and enable the auto build and auto upgrade mods. Or the one mod, I guess. And they've declared us their rival. What about these guys? You haven't established contact? Well, that's unfortunate, and I don't really want to go to war against you, but we'll declare you our... yeah, we'll declare you our rivals. There's a good chance that these guys are actually going to rival the glorious Gagasi. And if they do, that means that we'll have mutual rivals, and thus, it'll bring us ever closer. And maybe, just maybe, soon enough, we'll be making love. Making mutant, not centipede, caterpillar koala babies. Which is really kind of fucked up and quite disturbing, and I'd rather not be thinking about those kinds of things. Thank you very much. And I don't know if I'm actually at a good place for energy to upgrade these places, but I think we should probably upgrade our food for sure. We're actually close to hitting our food cap there, so that's unfortunate. Alright, fine, let's go with the engineering facility. That way we can upgrade some of our things. And a Betharian power plant, please. Thank you very much. Nice! Okay, so they've declared them their rivals, which means that we should be closer together. Favorable trade deal, that's going away. Yes, form defensive pact. Nice, we did it. Our first friends. Guys, don't you feel the love? Hey, you know, I'll get some migration treaties going. Oh no, can you not do that, please? Look, I know we're friends and all, but I'd really rather you don't. I'm gonna build a frontier outpost here. It has nothing to do with what's going on over here. I just want you to know, it's not me. It's you. I mean, it's not you, it's me? It's someone. It's someone's fault that this is happening. But let's see if we can build a frontier outpost here before they can actually claim this place. Because that's 11 minerals. At this stage in the game, it's pretty significant, I'd say. Hey, you know what else is significant? Having enough science ships. So let's get a couple more. And, yeah, we'll build some more solar panel networks. And that Betharian power plant has really just come in super handy here. Because look at our energy creation now. Holy shit, that's fantastic. I'd say we should probably upgrade these places. Yeah, we're gonna get our species onto these places. But that does mean that we can free these places up for our robots. And I think we'll most likely go with the mineral stuff for these food tiles. Otherwise, yeah, there's a lot of food here, but I think I would probably prefer to go with the minerals. Because I'm sure eventually we'll probably come across a planet or two that is able to generate a lot of food. Although I know we can't harvest titans, but still, I'm sure there's got to be some planet or another where there's a shit ton of food being made. Possibly. And we'll also build a robot here, please. Thank you very much. Yeah, basically anywhere where there's not energy or research, let's try to build robots. And you know what? Border range plus 20%? That should be fairly significant. Oh, shit, burglar. Crap. Okay, you know what? Come back home, guys. Good try. Good try. We failed, but that's okay. At least these guys are our allies. And there's no planets here for them to colonize. Which means that we should probably look into maybe getting a frontier outpost set up over there. Nice. Science ships? Go ahead, start surveying these places. And don't worry, we'll split up your duties so that not one of you is doing too much.
Complete.
I'm all about the equality and fairness of everything. Well, not really. I mean, we're not even egalitarian, so I guess it doesn't really matter too much, but, you know, I just want to be nice to our people here. And that, I think that should be good division of labor. And then these guys can explore these places. Perfect. Aha! We now have shields. Let's go with point defense. That should be pretty handy. I'm actually kind of wondering if maybe we should build a frontier outpost in this area. We could possibly colonize this desert planet and then terraform it later on when we have the technology to do so. This planet actually generates a lot of food, so I think it might not be the worst idea in the world.
Survey complete.
We are above our system limit, but
System survey complete.
once we finish the tradition in this thing, we should be able to increase our core sector system limit by 2, which would be nice. And yes, let's please go with that. And we'll build some minerals and food and all that shit in these places. Risk is too high. Let's see if we can get this dude. Imdu? Imdo? Go over there. Do your exploring. And let's build some more mining stuff, please. And thank you. Them's gonna be a lot of robots, man. Them's gonna be a lot of robots. We have detected the presence of an alien civilization on Gauss in the Marfark system. They appear to be the early space age, as evidenced by the many primitive satellites orbiting their homeworld. Their nation states are on the path towards joining together in a global government, and it is likely only a matter of time before they venture beyond their world and join the galactic community. We should consider building an observation post above their world to study them more closely. Interesting. And we're getting hailed by the Tuxcan regime. Xenophobe materialists. Look, I get that you don't like us, and also your face freaks me out, your eyes especially. I get that you don't like us probably, but we're both materialists. We just want the finer things in life, like having sex with Xenos. So let's try to cooperate if we can. Oh, you're right there. That's unfortunate. Thankfully, we have a little bit going for us, but until they become rivals with the Hijam or whatever, I think we're going to be stuck in a bit of a rut there in terms of our whatchamacallit, relations. Okay, Imdo, after you're done investigating that, investigate this next. And that's not some 90s insult where like, investigate this, man, and I flip you the middle finger. No, I mean like seriously, investigate it. You know what? I think for now, let's actually build a frontier outpost over here. What was previously thought to be an assorted mountain, or to be assorted mountains in the southern hemisphere of Tuban 3, have been identified as the massive skeletal remains of a single colossal alien lifeform. The bones have been dated as 3.4 billion years old, but our scientists have ruled out that Thuban 3 could have supported that life on that scale at any point in the planet's history. Science Officer Imdo has prepared a special research project to delve further into this mystery.
Log updated.
You know what? After you're done exploring these places, I think I kind of want you to do the mysteries.
Complete.
the special projects here, because they're starting to pile up a little bit. And I suppose I could possibly upgrade these places? Let's focus on the energy places first. We have to make sure that we have a proper infrastructure for that is able to support the energy creation, or energy usage rather. And we'll build those next. Great. Asteroid fauna. Amazingly, while conducting their survey of FL-44D1, the crew of the Hick Tondul picked up several life signs coming from within the asteroid. There appears to be a colony of large burrowing worm-like lithivores within the rock, which have been riddled with tunnels. These unique life forms have somehow adapted to a life in the coldness of space. These creatures should be studied. Indeed. Okay, so we've got a fair bit of this stuff, but we'll wait until... Whoa, 162 months? Really?
Complete. System survey complete.
Wow, that's insane. That is insane. And let's track all these things.
Construction complete. System survey complete.
Okay, okay. You're starting to overwhelm me here, game. Let's just take it easy. And, they have closed their borders to us, it appears. They've declared us their rivals. They might actually go to war against us. Son of a bitch. Hey, have you guys established contact? You have not. Alright, but you know what? If you want to declare war on us,
System survey complete.
we're gonna have to fight our friends too. And these guys are overwhelming in their military strength. So I'll have you know, my friend can probably shit all over your face. I don't know if that's a thing, if that's a threat that people use these days. Possibly not. I might be a little out of touch with the youngins. So yeah, don't blame me for that. Whoa, there's a crazy expansion in your borders there, man. What happened there? Maybe you got like a border range increase research or something? Possibly. Alright, let's move you guys over here and start building some robots in these spots. And we'll build some science labs. They should come in handy soon enough. I mean, science, I guess, science lab, I don't know what I'm talking about. Who knows, it's a mystery. And let's build the autochthon, thank you very much. This place is pretty much chock full. I think we could possibly upgrade some of these. But, yeah. There was an engineering place, there we go. And yeah, let's start upgrading some of our mineral stations here too. Or mining networks, rather.
Incoming transmission.
What is this? You want migration treaty? Let's do it up, bro. Let's go with fleet logistics. I just want to get this done, this tradition tree done as quickly as possible. That way we get to get our first ascension perk, which is most likely going to be the one where we, I think I'm probably going to go with the one where we get to clear all the terrain blockers easily.
System survey complete.
Without, you know, expending money or research time. That should be pretty helpful, I think. That was a pretty quick upgrade, I gotta say. Have you already upgraded? No, you haven't. Come back home. What you doing? Oh, where are you? Okay, wait. We've contacted the Citizen Compact of Uklapnor. Honor-bound warriors. Egalitarian or yeah, fanatic militarist egalitarians. We might actually be in good terms with these dudes. I don't know how we established contact. Maybe they're one of their ships came in range. Form non-aggression pact. Oh, hell yes. And they're overwhelming. If we can make these guys our friends too, like holy shit. You are not currently at peace, so we can't make you our buddies just yet. But we'll probably get there. Where are you, man? Jeez. Why'd we lose range there? How'd you get there? Come back home. You, are you able to research any of these? Probably not, right? I don't think you have the skill to be able to do so. It's kind of a shame, but that's okay. Why don't you explore these remaining systems? Shit. They're expanding quickly into our lands here. I think we might have to box them off with, another frontier outpost or two. So after you're done building whatever the hell you're building over there, dude. Nation of Menjus has been destroyed. Did you destroy them? I think you probably did destroy them. Come on, man. Let's form a defensive pact. I'm so excited about forming a defensive pact, I can't even talk properly. Let's have you upgrade yourself. That was very quick. Suspiciously quick. Really? Ah, shit. Imdo is so busy watching the hit TV show Arrested Development that she is currently unable to research whatever that thing is. Uh-oh. This probably means that Imdo's gonna be on the way out soon too. Let's get Bogu up in this busy, and then have Uvko up in that hizzy. There we go. And if you could please research these projects before you die, that would be amazing. Although you don't seem to be able to research all of them, because I'm assuming the rest of them actually need level 5 or
System
higher,
survey complete.
which is kind of annoying. But oh well. Right, so for these empty places, we're going to build either an energy grid or a mineral processing plant. I think this planet's probably good for minerals, but doesn't mean we can't upgrade some of these other places too. The inside of the Irasian cruiser found orbiting Jalderun 3 contains the remains of its, or dead remains of its full crew complement. Most of them perished as a result of the Javorian pox that would later render the Irasians extinct, but some of the crew were gunned down by marine guards while trying to reach the escape pods. According to recovered log files, the captain issued strict orders to quarantine the ship after the outbreak became apparent. Ah, okay, cool. And we're starting to get a little boxed in here, so maybe we'll build that wormhole station right away? Or, whoa, where are you, man? Oh, there you are. Okay, you know what? No. Build that frontier outpost first, okay? And then we'll have you worry about the other shit. Let's go with, I say, physics lab. I think that's the only advanced lab that we haven't currently researched. Let's get these places built up. And we'll upgrade some of the farming stuff as well, I think. You know what? Can you go there instead? Let's get started on some research. That'd be fantastic, man. I appreciate it. Let's make sure that all of our robot-worthy places are being utilized, or utilized effectively, rather. You'll build the energy grid. We don't have a lot of energy being created here. So I'm actually kind of wondering if maybe that's not a good idea. Maybe we'll go for the talkathon. And then here we'll build the mineral processing. Kind of would have liked... You know what? Once we clear these areas out, we should be able to move these guys over to another spot and then build a robot there as well. Should be fine. After investigating the boreholes on Chorus 3, our archaeologists found the fossilized remains of over 100 Irasian miners at the bottom of one of them. They appear to be more victims of the Javorian pox that brought about the fall of the Irasian Concordat. In a futile attempt to keep the disease from spreading, their comrades dumped the bodies down one of the boreholes before the planet was evacuated. Okay, cool. Is there anything you can do besides just upgrade yourselves? I guess not much. I think we might need to start looking into... Oh, look! There are some places where you can go.
Construction complete.
You liars. And I don't want to research these things because it's going to be a bit of a waste once we get the tradition to be able to, you know, build all that or get rid of that shit for free.
Construction
so
complete.
let's save up our research time. I beg your pardon? You want to vassalize us? Fuck off. No. I get that you're overwhelming and shit, but I have 2 allies, man. I have 2 allies. Some of them might want me to become their vassals, but
Anomaly found.
I'm really hoping that this isn't a very short playthrough. But things aren't looking amazing. I thought we were in a good place because we were surrounded by friends, but it appears that maybe they're not as friendly as I first thought. Although, I mean, it's still too early to say because they haven't actually asked us to become their vassals or anything, so it's hard to say, but I'm really hoping that they don't demand that we become their vassals or something, because that would suck.
Special project complete.
After continued studies of the massive skeletal remains found on Thuban 3, Science Officer Imdo has concluded that the creature served as some kind of organic starship. Much smaller bones from at least 3 separate species, were found within the larger skeleton, and we assume these came from the members of the crew. For reasons unknown, this organic starship suffered catastrophic damage and crash landed on Thuban 3. While we cannot begin to understand the biological engineering necessary to grow a starship like this, the study of these bones alone have substantially advanced our knowledge. Incredible. Indeed. Alright, so now that you've built that shit up, which is great, let's actually have you start building some mining stations, as well as some mineral or research stations. That might be nice. Yeah, everything there. Just start building everything. Anything you can think of, just build it. That place too, as well as there, and all that. And the energy place too, great. Through our surveys of habitable worlds, our biologists have collected a vast amount of data on alien life forms. Many of our older theories on the development of life have been disproved, and our scientific community has had to build new models from scratch. Our most interesting findings are being displayed at the newly dedicated Museum of Exobiology on Companion Sphere. The public is enthralled, and many donations have come in to aid the continued search of strange life forms. Nice! Little bit of a cash injection there. I mean, it's not super helpful, but still nice nonetheless. And we haven't yet finished the research of psychic physics labs. Got it. Yeah, that's just gonna be a physics lab. I suppose we might as well start upgrading our farms as well then. Yeah, let's go with that. I think we're actually at a good place with our energy. I say that now, but watch us like crash and burn soon enough. If you're done exploring, just come back home. I'd say let's not worry about exploring too much. Besides, we've hit our colonizable system limit anyway, so how do you have so much? Jackanapes. Oh, nice. Can find. Oh yes, let's go for the destroyers right away, because we're kind of surrounded by assholes, and I'd rather not die to an asshole. Our governor is dead. Oh well. I say let's go for adaptive bureaucracy.
Construction complete.
I don't know if that'll be super helpful. Maybe if we go for a frontier outpost, we can actually make this place a little bit more habitable for us. But I think, yeah, we should still be okay for the most part.
Construction complete.
Right? I have no idea. All right.
Research complete.
Let's upgrade these places. And we have finished physics labs. Let's make our surveys a little faster, please. Thank you very much. And physics labs. Who dead? Scientist Imdo. Oh no, aboard the Hiktondul. He has croaked. And physics lab there as well, please. And I think for here, what is this? Migration treaty? Yeah, sure, I'd love to have you weird bat bears with us. Nice. These bastards. Oh, overwhelming. You know what? Not for too long. Once we upgrade our spaceports and we get some destroyers out, you guys are gonna regret being on our bad side. Maybe not. I don't know. I'm being a little too pompous here. After all, we're not exactly the most militaristic of dudes here. Oh, that's where the pirate ship is. Okay, pirate station. We're coming for you. How come we missed that? I swear, we explored this area once, and it wasn't there before.
Engaged.
I mean, obviously it was here, I just somehow missed it, I guess.
Complete.
Oh well. You dead now, bitch? Nice. And also, just finish the job,
Updated.
and get rid of the wormhole station there, please.
Station engaged.
And... boom. Teacher's pet class, really? That was a class of your, wormhole station? That's, fascinating. Alright, well, I think that's gonna have to be it for the second episode. In our next episode, hopefully we will, maybe get ourselves out of this rut. But I think if we do declare war on them, we should be able to, instead of ceding their planets and shit, let's get them to liberate their planets and then maybe become either friends, or we could even just forcefully vassalize them. That might not be the worst idea in the world. That way we would be eliminating a problem once and for all, right? Possibly? Who knows? Alright, well let's leave this off here and continue this in our next episode. So for now, thanks for watching and have a good breakfast.